this is why so many men just don't bother with relationships anymore. And I know this man is married, but how hard would it be as a woman to stop and be like, okay, I've changed my mind. And then you go up and say, hey, could you help me with this? Could you do this? He can't read your mind, especially if you're gonna have a fit of rage. A lot of men know that could ruin the whole day, ruin the whole weekend, especially if you start giving them silent treatment or resentful. A lot of men would rather just do the task for you at that point because it's not worth the headache. And stop assuming that he thinks and sees the same things as you. I feel like a lot of women do stuff like this. And then they wonder why their relationship just sits there and struggles. He's a different person with different priorities. That's why some of those videos where a woman's talking about getting ready for a party or a get together with the family, and they make jokes that he went outside and he's pressure washing the house. And she's mad because she wants him to be cleaning the inside of the house. And it's like, if she would have laid out what needed to be done, then it would have been easy for him. And a lot of women assume that men do this stuff on purpose to upset you. And that's not true. A lot of men don't want you to be upset. What they see as needing to be done and what you see may look completely different. You might think, okay, I got to vacuum, I got to straighten things out. And then he's probably looking at the lawn and being like, it needs to be mowed, I need to pull some weeds, whatever it is. The baseboards need repainted, they look awful. All of those things can still make the house look absolutely gorgeous before a get together. But whatever's specifically on your mind, you need to communicate that. Also, I think a lot of women, sometimes when they're upset in the moment, they jump at him and you're unregulated and it comes off as very rude. I think a lot of us ladies need to get in the habit of being like, okay, I'm starting to get really upset and angry. You take a moment, you take 5-10 minutes and just breathe, drink some water, maybe play a game for a minute, and then you go talk to him and you do it nicely. Also, giving him deadlines can really help. Being like, can you vacuum the floor before 5 o'clock? Give him a deadline so he knows how urgent it is. Because I see this a lot with communication with couples, is one person thinks, okay, she wants me to do it at some point. And then she's thinking, okay, I want it done in the next hour, but she doesn't specify that. Also, separate the chore from the marriage. I think sometimes in these cases, you get so angry that it clouds your thinking, and then you're mad about the whole marriage, and it's no longer about you wanting him to fold some towels. It's about the whole thing and everything that he does. So you need to separate that. And what is your goal here? Because I've noticed some women, it's like, do you want him to notice that you're suffering or you're struggling? Or are you trying to actually get help? Because I know sometimes women be like, oh, I don't want help. But then you're resentful doing the task because you want him to see that you're struggling. You want him to see how much you do. So sometimes it's not even that you want help. Sometimes you genuinely don't want help. It's that you're not feeling appreciated, and that's what you're actually looking for. And those are two totally different things. If you go up to him and be like, I don't feel appreciated for everything that I do around the house. I do a lot of stuff that maybe you don't notice because, when you vacuum behind the refrigerator, he's not going to notice when he walks in after getting home from work. So again, if you just need some appreciation, that's a different conversation to have with him. And if this is something constant and you have a list of chores that you don't really care, they don't have to be done a specific way. Like I know for a lot of ladies, they like to load the dishwasher a very specific way, and nothing he does is going to be good enough with that. In that case, that's going to be your chore. It just should be. But taking out the trash, if there's anything else you don't like doing that it can be done in a variety of ways that are still correct, okay, cool. Because a lot of men do things, we're all raised differently. The way my mom taught me how to load the dishwasher, I don't load the dishwasher the same way my mom used to. Same with I have 2 other siblings. They all load the dishwasher differently too. But in all of our cases, we all load the dishwasher correctly. It's just different. Same with my husband. He does it differently. I have never seen 2 people load the dishwasher the same exact way. I feel like that one's a good example because there's a million right ways to do it. But refusing to communicate with somebody and then punishing them later, that's not healthy. And that erodes your relationship over time. It also lets him know that you don't respect him.